Greetings all. Welcome to Michael Romeo Talks Books. In this case, he's talking poetry. It's Poetry Thursday, and today is a bit of a treat. I'm going to do two poems from the classic book A Child's Garden of Verses by Robert Louis Stevenson. I asked my wife what she wanted me to do for this Poetry Thursday, and she remembers these two poems as being very impacting on her childhood and her growing up. So we're going to do them. And the first one is My Shadow. I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me, and what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He is very, very like me from the heels up to the head, and I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. The funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow, not at all like proper children, which is always very slow, for he sometimes shoots up taller like an India rubber ball, and he sometimes gets so little that there's none of him at all. He hasn't got a notion of how children ought to play, and can only make a fool of me in every sort of way. He stays so close beside me, he's a coward, you can see. I'd think shame to stick to Nursey as that shadow sticks to me. One morning, very early, before the sun was up, I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup. But my lazy little shadow, like an errant sleepy head, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in bed. And the second one, also by Robert Louis Stevenson, from A Child's Garden of Verses, is The Swing. How do you like to go up in a swing, up in the air so blue? Oh, I do think it is the pleasantest thing ever a child can do. Up in the air and over the wall till I can see so wide, rivers and trees and cattle and all over the countryside. Till I look down on the garden green, down on the roof so brown. Up in the air I go flying again, up in the air and down. Thanks for joining me for Poetry Thursday. And again, these were two children's poems from A Child's Garden of Verses by Robert Louis Stevenson from the 19th century. See you all again soon.